Hi, I'm Kalyn Raphael, and I'm the founder of the Maven Method Certification Program. A Maven is an expert or a connoisseur, and to me, a personal coach or a life coach should be an expert of human behavior so that they can help us understand what motivates us, help us bring our dreams forward into our daily living, and help us elegantly move through life's challenges and problems. For me, I began this path probably when I was real young. When I was in first grade, my professor father brought a chalkboard home, and I used to teach my younger brother. Coming from a family of teachers, I reluctantly took my mom's advice and became a school teacher when I was in my mid-20s. I actually was very happy that I had done it because I really, really loved it and I loved working with my students. I found pretty quickly, though, that the classroom wasn't about teaching academics near as much as what it was really about, which was teaching human behavior, helping my students bring forth their best foot, helping them bring their gifts and their skills forward, helping them learn to get along and to express themselves. And that's really truly what I do now as a coach as well. I empower coaches and clients to live from a place of their inner knowingness, to have the greatest clarity and the greatest wisdom that they can to really bring forward the richness of life and live the riches of all the different kinds of riches life has to offer. Because, for me, when I was in my mid 20s, I had a career. I lived in a townhome in Redondo Beach, California that all my friends envied. And I had had a great long-term relationship, committed relationship, but that ended and things were just pretty empty. Similar to my classroom, on the surface, instead of academics, my career, my home, my family and friends, everything looked great. At a deeper level, though, I was pretty unhappy. Life was kind of hollow. I was depressed, and I developed a very debilitating chronic fatigue that really gave me a hard time. And, no doubt, I run into people all the time who have a similar story. Basically, life doesn't seem like it's always cracked up to be what it's supposed to be, like it's not quite working out. So that even though you're doing what you think is supposed to bring you happiness, you end up sort of running into a wall and finding that there's not much there. That's not any fun, and it makes any victories in life hollow victories. Any places where you develop a career, you develop perhaps a family, a relationship, they can be kind of empty and really be missing their meaning and the fullness of life, the color of life, when we aren't having something that gives us that richness in life. So, a Maven coach really is about bringing all of those things forward for you. So, how do we bring that richness to life? How do we make all of the things in life, whether it's just a lazy Sunday or a fulfilling career, have richness, have depth, have meaning? Well, it has a lot to do with our empowerment. So for me, one day I was taken in my mid-20s to a spirituality class, which was a wonderful class. I went there reluctantly too, but was also really glad to have gone. It wasn't so much the spirituality, although that went hand in hand for me and still does, but it was really the personal development that I did there, the personal growth that changed my life. At that point, I really learned and saw how to empower myself. When I empowered myself and my life, I was able to, after living with it for 10 years, really shift and turn around the chronic fatigue which had started in college, gain a marriage, gain a family, and turn my life around. I began actually coaching others and helping them empower their lives so that we were looking beyond the surface. Again, similar to my elementary classroom experience, it wasn't the academics or the day-to-day living. The academics, what I mean by that, is the things that are on the surface, the career, the home, the car, the family. It's not that family isn't important, it's just that they need to have the richness of life behind them. So it's the deeper level of anything that really brings depth and meaning and therefore fulfillment and purpose to our lives. When I learned to bring that depth forward, when I was able to empower my life in this way, that is when things really shifted, and I learned to help others do the same for themselves so that their lives had great richness, regardless of what part of life it was, whether it's family, career, or home, or just simply your hobbies. Whatever it is, it's all the same in the sense that it all needs to have that richness for us, which generally will then transfer to richness in financial means as well. You see, for me and for a lot of other people, the common problem that we encounter is that we try to do life the way we think we're meant to do it. So specifically for me, I was trying to do the right thing. I went to the right college, I did the right things, I focused on saving my money, creating a career, that kind of thing. It's not to say that those things are wrong or that they're detrimental, but it is to say that when you actually do empower yourself, what happens is you tap into your authenticity. And when you tap into your authenticity, you begin to live your authentic expression. Living your authentic expression really becomes synonymous with living your dreams. So I want you to look at your dreams. I want you to look at yourself. You are empowered when you know yourself, you know your dreams, and you're living them. You're disempowered when you think you know what you're supposed to do, when you've been told what the right thing is to do, go to school, get a job, get married, and you do those things, but they aren't necessarily authentic to you. You can actually even do the same exact things, go to school, get a job, get married, and do it authentically. The difference is that you come forward, your authentic expression comes forward. I love our modern age because our modern age is all about this. It is all about shifting. When you look at, for example, all of the social media that occurs, it's all about an authentic expression. It's all about saying what you prefer, who your friends are, what your interests are. It's all authentic. No one is there, and it doesn't matter when you talk about what you think you're supposed to say or who you think you're supposed to be, and it tends to be somewhat hollow. On the other hand, in this world of the modern internet, when we express ourselves authentically and we share what we're really interested in, what we're really passionate about, what happens is we tend to make a lot of connections. So the biggest mistake people make is in not really being who they are. And it's really easy to do that because we are taught growing up not to be. We're taught who we're supposed to be simply because our parents are trying to equip us to be healthy, happy adults. They're trying to set us up for great futures, not really recognizing that our authenticity will always lead us in the direction of the greatest future. So not being empowered and not being authentic are the common mistakes people make. And again, a Maven coach is one that helps you truly find your authenticity and find what it is that's going to make your life sing for you. Because without music, life would be pretty boring. Parties would be pretty quiet, and it just wouldn't be the same. That color, that richness would be missing. So it's all about bringing that richness forward. So again, as Coach Maven, I work to empower coaches and clients to live a life with richness. I especially like to focus on helping coaches so that their rich lives just overflow like a full cup and spill forward, helping their clients as well to richness in their lives. So please join me. Thank you for being here, and do join me on my following videos. I have several series of videos that are either present or upcoming to help you bring that richness to your life, to help you empower your life in simple ways that just bring your authenticity forward and therefore empower you and your life. Thank you again for joining me.